Hello Divas! Today I'm going to show you my summer foundation routine, and I'm going to begin with my Essence two-tone concealer. I'm just going to be dabbing that underneath my eyes to brighten and to conceal some dark circles. I do have hyperpigmentation on my cheeks, which may not come off well on camera, but in real life I can assure you that it's difficult to cover, and I want a light foundation look for summer, and I have put this together, and I'm finally happy with the products that I will be showing you here. Across the top of the nose, just where I'm overly red, because we certainly don't want a lot of cakiness, you know, where I really need a lot of coverage. I'm featuring today the Belloccio Airbrush system, and I will be using their makeup as well, but I did purchase a bottle of Dinair in light golden beige to mix with Belloccio's vanilla, because my kit did not, in fair, did not really quite suit my skin, since I'm very much in between light and medium. I'm very light for medium. I felt that it would be too dark, so I substituted with Dinair, but I'm working with Belloccio to achieve the proper color for me. So I'm just blanking out the corners of my eyes where I have a bit of darkness as well, and then I just want to blend across the cheekbone so that there's a seamless blend with the Airbrush foundation. Per usual, I'm smoothing with a soft brush. That is my favorite way to make sure that, you know, I've got the most flawless application possible. That is a brush I got out of a Studio 35 kit last year. Okay, this is my Belloccio airbrush, and it is very similar to the Dinair system, but at a much more DimestoreDiva friendly price. That is Belloccio in vanilla, and I love that color. The yellow tone makes the beige tone of the light golden beige come together and work together well in the Dinair. So I'm beginning now to just airbrush my cheeks first, because that's where the hyperpigmentation is. I want to target those areas and get a very thin layer there, and you know, let dry between layers. Moving around in circular motions, you become comfortable with the airbrush and the level of flow, and you can adjust, you know, to your liking and your comfort level, how much spray. But it's important to always keep the airbrush moving. You want the makeup to dry in areas and not go over and over wet areas. It's very important to work slowly and in thin layers. You'll see by the length of this film that it is not a lengthy, involved process to get a full face foundation routine. To avoid cakiness, I use a very thin layer of mineral foundation. I use this only on areas where I'm targeting my hyperpigmentation. singing a song all day long. I'm just pushing that powder in. I'm not moving anything around because the airbrush foundation is there. I definitely don't want to disturb that. Let me tell you also that I only used moisturizer on my skin. I don't use primer generally. I don't feel it does anything for my skin one way or another. So I think that primer is the thing of, you know, this generation, and I lived so many years without it that I just don't find with my normal to dry skin that it makes any difference one way or another. Moisturizing is key. So I'm just putting that powder along my jawline there. I do have pigmentation along my jawline on that side that I want to conceal without cakiness. You may notice if you look at a foundation video done by Goth Makeup Artist that he talks about cream over powder or powder over cream, vice versa. And it is possible to get great results doing that, breaking every rule, if you use very, very thin layers and you blend very, very well. There's really not much product on my brush. I'm just making sure that it's even. And I used about 5 drops of Airbrush foundation, 3 Diner, 2 Belloccio to get my perfect color. I'm going to put that mineral powder now just on the brow bone to conceal and cancel and just, you know, give that polished off effect. Back to the airbrush. We're just going to finish it up now. We're going to set everything in place. It's important to blend into the neckline, even as far as the décolleté and the top of your shoulders, depending on what your neckline is for that day. The foundation has a very, very good wear time, and I feel comfortable using it for my entire neckline any day. If you really need it to stick, you can add some mixing medium such as Mayron or Ben Nye mixing medium, or a little e.l.f. lock-in set. But that would be an extreme occasion where there might be, you know, a lot of heat or something like that. It's not something I would do on a normal daily basis. But I'm just about wrapping it up. I'm gonna touch my ears, the tops of my ears that turn red. That's also something that's beautiful about the airbrush, is that you can get places that would have really looked, you know, unnatural with other foundations. So I thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it and you like the results. Pretty flawless, I'm saying. What do you think? Thank you, Divas. God bless.